Have you ever been super excited about a new hobby, a new project, or even a new person, only to find that excitement fizzle out just a few weeks later? You're not alone. It feels like everyone these days has the attention span of a goldfish. But honestly, I think goldfish might have us beat on memory. So, what's the psychological reason we lose interest so fast? Let's dive in. First up, let's talk about the novelty effect. Our brains are hardwired to seek out new and exciting things. It's an ancient survival mechanism. Back in the day, noticing something new in your environment could mean the difference between finding a new food source or becoming a predator's lunch. When we start something new, our brain releases a feel-good chemical called dopamine. This creates a rush of pleasure and motivation. You feel amazing, you're learning, you're growing, you're conquering the world. But here's the catch. As that new thing becomes familiar, the dopamine hits get smaller and smaller. The new car smell wears off, and suddenly, that pottery class you were obsessed with feels more like a chore. Your brain is already looking for its next big hit of novelty. Another huge factor is what psychologists call the expectation gap. This is the canyon between what we imagine something will be like and the actual reality of it. Thanks to social media, we're constantly bombarded with highlight reels. We see someone effortlessly playing the guitar, traveling the world, or launching a successful business. We think I can do that. It looks so fun and easy. But we don't see the years of practice, the frustrating moments, the boring administrative tasks, the sheer hard work that goes into it. So when we start and hit our first real obstacle, like sore fingers from guitar strings or a project that is instantly perfect reality hits hard, the gap between our fantasy and the not-so-glamorous reality can be so discouraging that we just give up. We weren't signing up for the struggle. We were signing up for the highlight. Then there's the paradox of choice. We live in a world with endless options. What should you watch tonight? There are 1,000 shows on a dozen streaming services. What hobby should you pick up? You could learn to code, bake sourdough, practice martial arts, start a podcast. The list is infinite. Having so many choices feels like a good thing, right? Freedom? But psychologically, it can be paralyzing. When we commit to one thing, we're simultaneously saying no to 100 other potentially amazing things. This creates a kind of fear of missing out, or FOMO, on a grand scale. We dabble. We try a little bit of everything, but never stick with one thing long enough to get really good at it, because our brain keeps whispering, but what if that other thing over there is even better? We end up as masters of none, perpetually searching for the perfect hobby that doesn't exist. Let's not forget instant gratification. We've trained our brains to expect immediate results. We want to lose 10 pounds in a week, become fluent in a language in a month, and get a promotion after 3 months. Order food and it arrives in 30 minutes. Want information, and Google gives it to us in milliseconds. Meaningful skills and relationships, however, are built slowly, brick by brick, over time. They require patience and perseverance to things our instant gratification culture doesn't exactly nurture. When progress is slow and linear, instead of fast and explosive, it feels like we're failing. So, we drop it and move on to something that promises a quicker payoff. So, how do we fight this? First, be realistic. Understand that the beginning is exciting, but the middle part, the messy middle, is where real growth happens. Embrace the struggle. Second, limit your options. Instead of trying 5 new hobbies at once, pick one and commit to it for a set period, say 3 months. See it through before you even consider switching. Third, focus on the process, not just the outcome. Find joy in the day-to-day practice, not just the dream of the final result. And finally, be kind to yourself. It's okay if your interest wanes. Maybe it wasn't the right fit, and that's fine. The goal isn't to be interested in everything forever, but to find the few things worth pushing through the messy middle for. Understanding the psychology behind why we lose interest can empower us to build more lasting habits and passions. It's not a personal failing, it's just how our brains are wired. But now that you know, you can start to rewire them. I hope this helps you understand your own mind a little better. If you enjoyed this video and want more insights into how your brain works, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more content. Thanks for watching.